プロランゲージスクールへようこそ。高校生レベルの英語リスニング練習を始めましょう。
Ability. Ability. She has a remarkable ability to remember names. She has a remarkable ability to remember names. Temporary. Temporary. This is a temporary solution until we find a permanent one. This is a temporary solution until we find a permanent one. Compassionate. Compassionate. He is a compassionate doctor who always listens to his patients. He is a compassionate doctor who always listens to his patients. Opponent. Opponent. The champion faced a strong opponent in the finals. The champion faced a strong opponent in the finals. Internet. Internet. The Internet is a great source of information. The Internet is a great source of information. Endorse. Endorse. Many athletes endorse this new sports drink. Many athletes endorse this new sports drink. Expectation. Expectation. Her expectation was to graduate with honors. Her expectation was to graduate with honors. Meditation. Meditation. He practices meditation every morning to reduce stress. He practices meditation every morning to reduce stress. Spectrum. Spectrum. The spectrum of colors in the sunset was breathtaking. The spectrum of colors in the sunset was breathtaking. Sigh. Sigh. She let out a deep sigh of relief after finishing the exam. She let out a deep sigh of relief after finishing the exam. Attainment. Attainment. His attainment of the highest score was impressive. His attainment of the highest score was impressive. Oasis. Oasis. The garden was an oasis of calm in the busy city. The garden was an oasis of calm in the busy city. Tremendous. Tremendous. The project was a tremendous success. The project was a tremendous success. Accordance. Accordance. In accordance with the rules, he submitted his application on time. In accordance with the rules, he submitted his application on time. Landscape. Landscape. The landscape was dotted with small farms and rolling hills. The landscape was dotted with small farms and rolling hills. Lean. Lean. He had to lean against the wall to catch his breath. He had to lean against the wall to catch his breath. Cattle. Cattle. The cattle grazed peacefully in the meadow. The cattle grazed peacefully in the meadow. Moan. Moan. She couldn't help but moan in pain after the fall. She couldn't help but moan in pain after the fall. Commerce. Commerce. Commerce has been booming in this city. Commerce has been booming in this city. Household. Household. Every household in the neighborhood received an invitation. Every household in the neighborhood received an invitation. Diverse. Diverse. The community is known for its diverse population. The community is known for its diverse population. Puff. Puff. He blew a puff of smoke into the air. He blew a puff of smoke into the air. Sphere. Sphere. The Earth is not a perfect sphere. The Earth is not a perfect sphere. Awful. Awful. The weather was awful, so we stayed indoors. The weather was awful, so we stayed indoors. Respectful. Respectful. The students were respectful to their teacher. The students were respectful to their teacher. Flunk. Flunk. If you flunk this test, you might have to repeat the course. If you flunk this test, you might have to repeat the course. Confession. Confession. He made a confession to the police about his involvement. He made a confession to the police about his involvement. Modernize. Modernize. They plan to modernize the old building. They plan to modernize the old building. Alcoholic. Alcoholic. He attended meetings to help him stop being an alcoholic. He attended meetings to help him stop being an alcoholic. Assignment. Assignment. She finished her assignment before the deadline. She finished her assignment before the deadline. Imprisonment. Imprisonment. His imprisonment lasted for 10 years. His imprisonment lasted for 10 years. Maturity. Maturity. Her maturity is beyond her years. Her maturity is beyond her years. Exclaim. Exclaim. I can't believe it, she exclaimed. I can't believe it, she exclaimed. Psychology. Psychology. She is studying psychology at university. She is studying psychology at university. Litter. Litter. Please don't litter in the park. Please don't litter in the park. Ivy. Ivy. Ivy climbed up the old brick wall. Ivy climbed up the old brick wall. Leather. Leather. The jacket was made of genuine leather. The jacket was made of genuine leather. Confidential. Confidential. The information in the file is confidential. The information in the file is confidential. Spill. Spill. Be careful not to spill your drink. Be careful not to spill your drink. Anywhere. Anywhere. You can find this product anywhere in the country. You can find this product anywhere in the country. Reward. Reward. The employee received a reward for his hard work. The employee received a reward for his hard work. Rejoice. Rejoice. They rejoice in their team's victory. They rejoice in their team's victory. Straighten. Straighten. She tried to straighten the crooked picture frame. She tried to straighten the crooked picture frame. Refute. Refute. He attempted to refute the argument with new evidence. He attempted to refute the argument with new evidence. Synonym. Synonym. The word happy is a synonym for joyful. The word happy is a synonym for joyful. Folk. Folk. The folk traditions of this region are fascinating. The folk traditions of this region are fascinating. Remark. Remark. She made a remark about the beautiful weather. She made a remark about the beautiful weather. Decisive. Decisive. Being decisive is important for a leader. Being decisive is important for a leader. Navigation. Navigation. Navigation can be challenging without a map. Navigation can be challenging without a map. Monotony. Monotony. He felt trapped in the monotony of daily life. He felt trapped in the monotony of daily life. Firecracker. Firecracker. A firecracker went off, startling everyone. A firecracker went off, startling everyone. Settlement. Settlement. They reached a settlement after the long dispute. They reached a settlement after the long dispute. Witch. Witch. The villagers believed she was a witch. The villagers believed she was a witch. Bud. Bud. The rosebud is about to bloom. The rosebud is about to bloom. Copyright. Copyright. The author holds the copyright to this book. The author holds the copyright to this book. Basin. Basin. The basin was filled with water. The basin was filled with water. Coincidence. Coincidence. It was pure coincidence that they met at the cafe. It was pure coincidence that they met at the cafe. Commonplace. Commonplace. It is commonplace to see people using smartphones everywhere. It is commonplace to see people using smartphones everywhere. Advisor. Advisor. She sought advice from her academic advisor. She sought advice from her academic advisor. Spokeswoman. Spokeswoman. The spokeswoman addressed the media confidently. The spokeswoman addressed the media confidently. Bleed. Bleed. If you cut yourself, you will bleed. If you cut yourself, you will bleed. Manual. Manual. He prefers manual labor over desk jobs. He prefers manual labor over desk jobs. Tin. Tin. The can was made of tin. The can was made of tin. Earphone. Earphone. She plugged her earphone into the phone. She plugged her earphone into the phone. Construction. Construction. The construction of the new bridge took 2 years. The construction of the new bridge took 2 years. Recognition. Recognition. He received recognition for his outstanding work. He received recognition for his outstanding work. Lawful. Lawful. It is lawful to drive at the age of 18 in this country. It is lawful to drive at the age of 18 in this country. Warrior. Warrior. The warrior fought bravely in the battle. The warrior fought bravely in the battle. Sensation. Sensation. The sensation of the cold water was refreshing. The sensation of the cold water was refreshing. Tight. Tight. The lid is too tight to open. The lid is too tight to open. Preservation. Preservation. The preservation of old buildings is important. The preservation of old buildings is important. Pancake. Pancake. She flipped the pancake in the pan. She flipped the pancake in the pan. Breathe. Breathe. Just breathe deeply and relax. Just breathe deeply and relax. Exaggerate. Exaggerate. Don't exaggerate your achievements. Don't exaggerate your achievements. Motherhood. Motherhood. She embraced motherhood with joy. She embraced motherhood with joy. Recovery. Recovery. His recovery from the illness was quick. His recovery from the illness was quick. Beneficial. Beneficial. A balanced diet is beneficial to your health. A balanced diet is beneficial to your health. Occupation. Occupation. He listed his occupation as a teacher. He listed his occupation as a teacher. Mentality. Mentality. She has a positive mentality towards challenges. She has a positive mentality towards challenges. Conquer. Conquer. They plan to conquer the highest peak. They plan to conquer the highest peak. Eyebrow. Eyebrow. Her eyebrow arched in surprise. Her eyebrow arched in surprise. Leisure. Leisure. They enjoyed their leisure time at the beach. They enjoyed their leisure time at the beach. Gracious. Gracious. The hostess was gracious to all her guests. The hostess was gracious to all her guests. Tire. Tire. He began to tire after running for an hour. He began to tire after running for an hour. Chemist. Chemist. The chemist prepared the solution in the lab. The chemist prepared the solution in the lab. Multiply. Multiply. Children learn to multiply in elementary school. Children learn to multiply in elementary school. Undermine. Undermine. Criticism can undermine your confidence. Criticism can undermine your confidence. Autograph. Autograph. He asked the celebrity for an autograph. He asked the celebrity for an autograph. Foul. Foul. The smell of the garbage was foul. The smell of the garbage was foul. Drug. Drug. He was caught with illegal drugs. He was caught with illegal drugs. Itch. itch. She had an itch on her back. She had an itch on her back. Token. Token. This coin is a token of our appreciation. This coin is a token of our appreciation. Solid. Solid. The table is made of solid oak. The table is made of solid oak. Perspective. Perspective. Try to see the problem from a different perspective. Try to see the problem from a different perspective. Anticipate. Anticipate. We anticipate that the project will be completed on time. We anticipate that the project will be completed on time. Digest. Digest. Your body needs time to digest food. Your body needs time to digest food. Morality. Morality. He questioned the morality of the decision. He questioned the morality of the decision. Era. Era. We are living in the digital era. We are living in the digital era. Troublesome. Troublesome. The new policy is causing troublesome issues. The new policy is causing troublesome issues. Settle. Settle. They decided to settle in a small town. They decided to settle in a small town.
ご勉強いただきありがとうございます。チャンネルが気に入っていただけましたら、購読、メッセージを残して共有してください。また今度ね、バイバイ。